So before beginning, if they like this kind of content, what can people do?
Hit that bell for notifications. Subscribe. Check out my comment. It's a case of it's all about me. It will give you amazing dreams and dinosaur pets.
Dinosaur pets? What kind of dinosaur pet?
Anytime you want.
Anytime you want. Wow. And have you checked out these pictures here? This is the deposition of the littlest umbrella.
Uh-huh. And she says, I don't want apple. And it's, how about this before?
How about this form? Yeah. And we have other pictures too. Do you like these?
I am give you amazing dreams. Give you bunny rabbit pet.
Bunny rabbit pets. Wow. All right. More on that at the end of the video. Watching a document fall apart real time. How about them apples? So hey there. Today we are returning to that wonderful world of litigation. And today we're returning to a specific affidavit wherein certain names were dropped. Names like we're going to see right here. Now this stuff too, it's already been mentioned by Stan Dolan. We saw that, which I'll return to in just a moment. But this person puts out information to counter a narrative. That narrative, it was put together in this. I'm going to showcase the narrative, then I'm going to showcase them pulling it apart. Of course, this was already listed by, I did 2 videos on this person. If you haven't checked them out yet, I would recommend that you do that because this person, they have a problem with truthfulness. You know, if you go in and you look at some of their past, yeah, they face some interesting challenges out there. But here we have name dropped right here in this. That person was in guest relations, was Mignonna's personal handler assistant, according to this person, would fly with Mignonna, accompany him to other conventions, as well as Star Trek Continues sets. This volunteer was a die-hard fan and admirer of Mignonna, and I witnessed her defend him anytime someone would complain about him being a diva or too demanding. However, one day she came up to him and said, "Hey, don't want to be with that person there." Refused to note why, but learned from someone else that, well, it's the forced Kissing. That's right. Also goes further in this tale, too, and says, I believe that she was too scared to say anything further, so I dropped the matter. But in retrospect, powerful testimony there, no? The only problem is, yeah, it's all a mess here. So you see this account here, putting this up. My name is Erica, and welcome to my TED Talk. Vic never Kissing on me. Yeah, he never did that. I never told someone that he did, either forcibly or otherwise. Vic Mignonna never paid for my airfare to fly me to a convention. Here's yet another one that has a hole in it. And you notice the tagging here too. I've never been afraid of Vic Mignonna. So here's yet another statement with that. I did not ask to be assigned to Vic Mignonna at AWA in 2014 or 15. I did not make any assertion that I would not staff the event if that request wasn't honored. So not only do we have all of these holes here, but not even the idea that this person said, yeah, I don't want to be stuck with that guy. Yeah, that's not true at all. I didn't say anything about that. I didn't ask for that. And I did not make the assertion that I would not staff if I've never been a diehard fan of Mignonna as well. Oh man. So not a diehard fan. He's not paying for your airfare. You're not afraid of him. You didn't refuse to staff with him. Wow. And I have defended him on multiple occasions. The behavior I have defended has been in regard to people calling him a drama queen, diva, or, well, you can see that there. So you see all the tags into this too. You see Stan tagged into this as well. Now what's interesting is that Stan Dolan, again, if you don't remember who Stan Dolan is, he's the hero that's going to pop up in the Monica Rial tale. Yeah, you see Stan talking about a couple of things here. He's pretty much put this person out there. And he also mentioned, well, something else we'll put in there too. But 2 statements here that are chained statements. I want to go over this one and this one here because they keep getting added to, and I'll throw a little bit more there too. In Vic's Depot, I was surprised to hear Jay Sean ask about one name other than mine and whether he thought they were truthful. Nearly knocked me off my seat. What would this person have to offer this case? What do I know about this person is that do not like Vic. Even before this case, why? God only knows. Okay, now that Monica and Ron TCPA has been filed, I know now why this person's name was mentioned. This person has added their statement to this case. Man, they love to drop names, don't they? Wow, here's the first statement about dropping names in that. Secondly, we have this coming up. You were on staff for AWA, and you did not say anything to me about the incident. Top that off, you did not bring it up at the AWA board, which could have easily voted me down on Vic's appearance. So when you became the owner of AWA in 2016, which he later, goes in and redacts to 2013, so we're talking not 3 years, but 6 years. You waited till 2019 to drop him from your guest lineup. Correcting my last sentence, you voted to ban Vic from your shows, and neither Ron, Monica, Jamie, or Funny contacted you to ban him. Yup, okay, whatever. That's an interesting statement right there. I would love to know a few more details, too. Well, dang it, another correction. You took control of AWA in 2013, not 2016. My bad. Now, if you think that's the only thing there, oh, wow. There's so much here. There's so much in this. So, looking at all of the statements that have come up lately, I mean, we're talking about things that just keep popping up in this. I mean, you see, those are the last statements. But if you go through and you look at this, you see him. He's basically talking about American Tail, Fievel. Yeah, you see the joke in that. But if you look at the statements here about name dropping and on, you'll notice another statement within all of this. And it's a statement about, I guess somebody's not really happy about all of this. So again, you see all of this stuff that's being added there. I mean, it's kind of amazing when you get down to it. This guy, he has not only gone out and discussed what's coming up, but he is still discussing it. I want to openly invite this person too. If he or another person wants to come on and they want to talk about this stuff, they definitely can. I think he, or again, we're talking about yet another person attached to it here. If they want to come on and they want to discuss this because, hey, they're being named in something, and it's being used to do some really, really horrible things. So anyway, I thought that this was definitely worth adding on, definitely worth mentioning, because what's the count now? I mean, when you look at not just flaws, but gaping holes within these stories, how many have you had to go to? Are you keeping up here? Because this scorecard, it's definitely getting a little bit crowded. But anyway, you tell me what you think about this. And also, as I have asked many times, as you move forward with something like that, when you look at a document that's full of items like this, where you have somebody with, questionable repute anyhow, what place does everything fall apart? That's what you have to ask. Where does it all fall apart? But anyway, you tell me what you think. Like this kind of content, consider supporting the channels. There are a few ways to do so. PayPal is one, Patreon is out there, and this, the Case of the Littlest Umbrella. Now, this has had a lot of success, but we'd like to see it keep going. It's in demand right now, meaning we are working on it, but when it's done, it's done. That's over and done with. When you're talking about this stuff, too, I mean, there are 2 comic books attached, but really we send one message. That message is we don't have to kowtow to anyone. We can actually go out, we can create something, we can manage our endeavor, and we can have success by going and talking to the community at large. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing indeed, and you can let me know what you think on that. Also, let me know what you think about this subject. I mean, how many holes do you have to poke into something before, well, it all falls apart. I mean, how can this thing sustain itself? I'm wondering, pro or con, what you think about the subject here. And ending, I want to say that I appreciate you showing up. There are many of these people that have forgotten exactly what empowers an endeavor. I mean, it's not something that goes out and fuels itself. Many of these people think it is, however. They think they make it. In that, they're wrong. So I want to end this by doing something that they forget to do. I want to acknowledge your part in it. I want to say that I appreciate you. I appreciate what you add to this. And yeah, I appreciate you showing up. I mean, you don't have to agree with what I'm talking about. You can go out. You can look at it your own way. That's okay. I just appreciate you taking part in this. So let me thank you. Let me say I do appreciate you once more. And we can do this again very soon, like is in tomorrow. Thank you.